welcome in, welcome in. Got some Palo Santo going. How is everyone? Hope you're doing well. Today we are going to look at love. Now, yes, this is a relationship reading. And even if you are single, we're going to take a look at what's going on, maybe what energies are coming towards you, how you can love yourself more. If you're in a relationship or a situationship, we'll take a look at that as well. We're just going to see what comes up. So let's take a look at what's going on. I've got the Light Seers Tarot. It's the one that called to me. If you're new here, hello, welcome. I am an intuitive reader, so I usually like to ask the decks if they're willing to be seen on camera and if they want to, if they have any messages, if they want to talk, if they want to say anything in particular. So I do always ask their permission. Since this was a love reading, I did grab love-centric cards and made sure that I had their permission. So I know that might sound a little weird, but I respect my divinity tools. They have a life of their own. It's just what I do. If you're returning, hello, welcome back. Happy to see you here. For everyone, if you're already subscribed, awesome. If not, please do subscribe. That way you get notified when I upload videos. So make sure that notification bell's on if you want to be alerted. And I am teaching a tarot class. It's a tarot basics class on October 2nd. So if you would like to join via Zoom, if you're not local to the Northeast Ohio area, if you can't attend live, you will receive a recording as well. Everyone will who attends the class. So that is in the description box below. Follow the Calendly link and look for the Tarot Basics class. If you want to understand tarot for yourself, just to understand these readings that you watch or when you receive personal readings, my information is also below if you want your own personal reading. Or if you're looking at reading for yourself or for others, it's a great way to get started. Or even if you feel like you're fairly familiar with tarot, there's always something to learn. So hop on, join us. It'll be a good time. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get started. So Virgo, let's see what's going on for you in love. I don't think I said this already. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And that's because your sun sign or your star sign, which is what most of us read when we read horoscopes or listen for on YouTube, it's essentially who we are. And then, your moon is your innermost thoughts, those things that come to you in, you don't put them out into the world. We'll just say that. Kind of behind the scenes stuff. So perfect when we're talking about relationships. Your rising sign is what a lot of us will identify with later in life. And then Venus is the planet of love. So, obs. All right. So right off the bat, you've got the Four of Swords here. So you're in hermit mode, which is not surprising because your, if you didn't already know, your major arcana is the Hermit. So the Four of Swords is, how I interpret it, take a nap. It's the take a nap card. And if you're watching the video, you can see she is hanging out here in a nest, curled up, nice and cozy, just chilling, which is beautiful. So your advice right now is take a break, breathe, whether you're coupled or you're single or you're in a situationship, just breathe for a minute. Let's see what else comes out. Six of Wands in reverse, Death and Rebirth, love it. Lovers in reverse, Page of Wands, and Three of Swords in reverse. King of Wands on the bottom. Okay, Virgo. Okay. So basically, let's break this down. So the Six of Wands is usually a victory card. Again, if you're watching, you can see she's on stage in front of a bunch of people with the spotlights on her, her arms raised up like Yahoo, just gave a great performance, victory. When we put it in reverse, yes, of course, it could mean womp womp. Like you feel like you've probably been really through it. And that's why you need to take a break, Virgo. It's okay. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a breath or several. Um, but really, you're just kind of in this space where you're doubting yourself. You're not feeling very confident. Um, dare I say, you feel like a failure in some way, whether this is affecting your current relationship or the reason for a recent breakup or the one that got away, whatever it is. Don't try to shoehorn yourself into anything. Just take the advice and apply it where where it fits for you personally. This is general, okay? But feeling like something just did not work out and you're kind of blaming yourself. Now, shame, blame, guilt, go away. Don't ever come back. So instead, you can take responsibility. I encourage that with people. Please take your at least 1% responsibility for how things are going in your life. Take the responsibility of, maybe you were young and it just wasn't, you weren't in a good space, or maybe you've grown in some way. Maybe there were outside circumstances that you let come in and get involved, whatever it is. Don't should on yourself. I should have done this. That's blame. So if any of those feelings are coming up for you, again, take 1% responsibility at least and say, this is where I messed up. And this is how I've learned, and I can do better going forward. Again, whether you're in a relationship or not. That's a really profound, mature King of Wands thing to do. It's beautiful. Death, rebirth, Scorpio energy here. So the death card, some people are afraid of the death card. It is nothing to be afraid of. It really is the Phoenix energy. That's Pluto. It could have been a plutonic relationship, not platonic, plutonic, where you're here to learn a lesson. Pluto's a generational planet. It's making some big moves right now. So, astrologically speaking, as I'm recording this reading, but whenever you find this video, there could be some Pluto activity going on in your chart. So, check that out. Enlist a trusted astrologer for help, should you choose. But the death card in general is just a cycle. Um, Something new cannot begin before something else needs to end. So it's the end of a chapter, the beginning of the next. And it's a beautiful energy because it represents that transformation, rebirth, um, transition, change, just a new way of being, a new awareness, a new mindset, maybe. Lovely. So it's really just something is, it could be an ego death here with the Six of Wands in reverse. It could be an ego death, which is lovely. You're saying, hey, I'm healing my shadows. I'm healing how I used to be, ancestral patterns, generational stuff, stuff back in childhood that you were taught that you were like, that really doesn't work for me. I don't resonate with that. So whatever it is, it's actually a really good thing. With the Lovers in reverse, now since we are talking about a love reading, this could signal a breakup, divorce, separation, something like that, um, where you're finding yourself in a single position. It could also mean, like, please don't panic if you're like, oh my God, is my relationship going to end? If that's not on the radar, then most likely not. Really what it is, it's just like a breakdown in, could be communication because that's Gemini energy, but something's not working. Like there's not good communication going on. Maybe the intimacy is lacking, and it doesn't just mean physical intimacy, but emotional intimacy, spiritual intimacy. Like you're not seeing each other. You're like not on the same page. And it can also mean You're not speaking each other's love language. You don't have to speak the same love language. You just have to understand that person's. For instance, it took me well into my adult years. I think I was in my 30s before my mom said to me that my dad's love language is acts of service. And I'm like, oh, he's not a words of affirmation kind of dude. He's an acts of service. He shows love by, um, can I get you a chair? Can I make you something to eat? Let me do this for you. Acts of service. And I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. So you don't have to speak the same love language. You just have to understand each other's. So that could be something as well. And it's also, if you are single, that's good to take into the next relationship for you. Just understanding each other's love languages. Ooh, okay. With the Page of Wands here, I actually really like that here for you because pages are youthful energy, and wands is action. So, yeah, you could be dealing with like a younger fire sign, or you could have that in your chart. There's a lot of people out here. So, again, we're just generally speaking here. But the Page of Wands is someone who is really creative. They're kind of throwing caution to the wind. Excuse me. It's allergy season right now. Whew, okay. Yet again, where I live. Ugh, it's never ending. But it's this creative and like curious. I'm getting curiosity from this. It can also be a little impatient, a little frivolous, a little bit like, oh, well, who cares? Let's just rush into this. Like, no, calm down. So, yes, go ahead and try new things. That's great. Um, and this creative spark that's coming in, this youthful, energetic, like, Yahoo, let's go. Great. But take your brain with you, please. Okay. With the Three of Swords here in reverse, I really like that. Um, I know I usually say, oh, reversals aren't good or bad. It's just showing us where energy could be blocked. Yeah, but also there are some cards that I don't mind seeing in reverse. And one of them is the Three of Swords. It is the heartbreak card. I'll show it to you upright in case you're watching. Like she's just crying out in pain. There's all these sticks. It's usually like swords that are crossing into the heart, like you're being stabbed. Um, but there's also in this depiction stitches. So where you've had your heart broken, Virgo, that is where light can come in and heal. So you're healing, basically, is what this is. Um, it could be that you don't want to um, accept what has happened. Like, oh, if I could just get one more chance with that person, and that could happen. You could get another chance, but you could have the happily ever after, or you could find out, hey, I've really grown and healed, and you haven't. So I'm good. It's a completion. I don't see the world here, but with death and rebirth, that's very possible. But really, what I feel, because the Four of Swords is here, is this healing energy. Four of Swords, death, rebirth, Three of Swords in reverse. So you're healing, you're taking this time of grief or sadness and this heartbreak. So just, reminding yourself to keep your heart open. Um, and I just got like open heart surgery. So I don't feel like if you are, best of luck. But it feels like that. It feels kind of like having your heart ripped open so that it can be put back together and healed. Okay. So lots of healing going on, lots of learning, and I love that for you, Virgo. Let's see what the um, Signs from Spirit Love Oracle says. Ooh, green, prosperity, health, and abundance. That is also one of the heart chakra colors. It's green and pink. So green is healing. It's a very healing energy. And I feel like you're better off because of what you've been through. And I don't really like this is just me personally, I don't really like the old adage of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Sometimes it's more like what doesn't kill you helps you grow, helps you heal. It's an opportunity for healing here, Virgo, and I love that. It's beautiful. Beard, maturity, and it kind of jumped right on top of the King of Wands. So more confirmation here that there's this emotional maturity that's been brought about. It's beautiful. Maybe it's your cue to grow a beard if you're a guy. Just kidding. But there is a sense of maturity here and growth. I really, really love that. Let's see what the Romance Angels Oracle says. Oh, separation. So there's that lover. So some of you are in a separation, time apart from your partner. Can be very healing. Sometimes you just need to kind of grow. Well, yeah, grow your separate ways. Go your separate ways so that you can grow and heal. Again, you could come back together, or you could say, you know what, I'm good. I really enjoy this. I have love for you and the time that we spent together. I'm grateful because it did provide a learning experience for me. But I'm going to be on my way. And that's okay. That's okay. No, okay. And then there is an energy of movement. So I'll pull from the Sacred Traveler deck. No, okay. Surrendering the journey. It is the cover model of the deck. Surrendering to the journey, release control. Virgo, please don't hurt the messenger. But I love you. You know I do. But there is an element of like this is Six of Swords energy. So this is moving forward. There's the Hermit's lantern right there. And notice how she's not rowing. She's just kind of letting the current take her. So again, with this Four of Swords energy, you're just kind of chilling. You're going to enjoy the journey. You're going to let things happen. You don't have to control everything, Virgo. I love you. I do. You don't have to control everything. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because I know you're a perfectionist and I love you for it, but it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. What you are in search of is your perfect, happy life, and you deserve that absolutely. But maybe take a look and reevaluate, what does perfect mean to you? How does it feel? Ooh, Virgo, I'm asking you to get into your feels. I know. It's not something you really like to do, but I'm just going to ask you to do it anyway. It's beneficial for you. It's beneficial to your healing journey. And that's beautiful. So no matter what's going on, if you're in a relationship, there's movement here, there's endings of cycles, beginning of another. Really make your needs known because closed mouths don't get fed, right? Speak each other's love language. Allow this healing to occur. If you're single, make sure that you've got your healing in order and you evaluate what the perfect relationship looks like, feels like, more importantly. And if you're in a situationship, you might need to draw some healthy boundaries, go your separate ways, put them in timeout, say, hey, look, if you're not willing to commit to me, you're not willing to, that's hard stop. Okay, if you're not willing to commit to me, whatever it is, it's not an ultimatum. It's not do this or else. No, get rid of that energy. It is the energy of, I know what I bring to the table. I know my worth. So if we're not going to meet at the same level, I'm not coming down. You got to come up. If we're not meeting at the same level, I'm going to be on my way. It's a healthy boundary. It's a place of power, but not in a yucky way. Just be prepared that they could either say, you know what, you're right, I need to step up. Or they could say, yeah, that's too much, go away. Great. Makes room for the right person to come in. Okay, Virgo. Whew. that was a reading and a half. Thank you so much for being here. If you want your own personal reading with just your energy, all of my information is in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Take care.